Good morning, Elasmia students. Today we are going to start a practical based question related to string. This is an old question paper I have found over here, uh, which is related a question 3 related to string. We will go through this question and we will solve it the same way we solved the previous day the question related to Smith number. Let's look at the question. It's saying that write a program to accept a sentence which may be terminated by either dot, question mark, or exclamation mark only. The words may be separated by more than one blank space are in uppercase. So whatever the sentence user is giving, we are assuming that this sentence is in uppercase. Next, it is saying that perform the following task. Number 1, find the number of words beginning and ending with a vowel. Number 2, place the words which begin and end with a vowel at the beginning, followed by the remaining words as they occur in the sentence. Test your program with the sample data and some random data. See the example 1. It's written Anamika and Susan are never going to quarrel anymore. So whichever the word is starting with a beginning with a vowel and ending with a vowel, we are counting that first. So number of words beginning and ending with a vowel is 3. And after doing that, let's see the other part of the question. The answer which is being sorted as Anamika are anymore, and so Anamika are and anymore are the only three words that are started with vowel and ends with a vowel are coming forward, and then the rest of the sentence is coming. Here their example 2 is given where the number of vowels are only 2, which is A and R. Same as example 3, the number of vowel is 0, so the sentence does not change, it remains as same. Whenever I am giving an example with the ending with any other letter other than full stop, question mark, or exclamation mark, it is showing me invalid input. Now, as I said in my previous question while solving the Smith number, I solved that whole program through a method because method is an easier form to understand how the programs are moving. But I have found many boys does not prefer to do with method, they do it directly. We can do a program directly as long as the logic is correct. So this particular program I am going to do without method in a general way. But in this program, we have already did some sample programs related to scanner class, string tokenizer in class 11. Today I'm going to use string tokenizer over here to make certain section of the program a little bit small. This is few lines which I'm going to teach you today through this program will help you to go in long way in any kind of sentence program. These 2-3 steps, it's in a, if you practice it, it will be in a memorized basis, and automatically it will help you to do any string program, any sentence based program much more easily and in a faster way. So the first thing is that I'm going to do the program in practical basis. As you can see is that last day I took almost 30 minutes to solve the Smith number program because I'm trying to explain each and every line like the way we are sitting in the exam and trying to solve it. What are the pros, what are the cons it can be. So the same way today we are going to solve the sentence program also, and we're going to check what are the pros and cons we can find in our program. So let's start with the practical work, and here are the 3 programs that we did earlier. Let's start with the practical work. I'm giving the name as sentence only as I don't have any name over here. Let's start with the sentence, cleared it out completely. Import java.util.star. String tokenizer is basically present in the util package, so I don't need to use any other package over here. I'll start with the word class sentence. Okay, we'll open public static void main. As I told you already that I'm going to use only one method, so only main will be here. So next scanner is c equal to new scanner in the bracket system dot in. Okay, the system s need to be in capital while ending for it semicolon system dot out dot println first bracket will going to be enter the sentence, and I'm taking the variable string sent over here and accepting with sc dot next line. Okay, now I'm going to store the result. So just look at the question. It has the words that are start and ends with a vowel that is coming all at the beginning, and rest of the words which are not violating the same rule which is mentioned are in other way. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to store Anamika, R and anymore separately, and Susan never going to quarrel this part which is not matching or validating the question rule separately, and then I will rejoin them. Okay, so for that I'm taking two variables. One is string x initialized as blank almost, and then x1 start of quotes, taking a counting variable c as 0 to count anything whichever I require anywhere. I'm going to make here over an array of string named as token, pointing that there could not be more than 100 words, so I'm just mentioning it as 100. Okay, now checking whether the sentence is ending with the proper dot, question mark and full stop. So for that I'm going to pick up the last character, which is going to be sent dot char@, the last one which is sent dot length with the function sign -1. Once I'm done with this, sorry, okay, back. So once I'm done with this, I'm just going to check if ch is equal to within the full single quotation as in the form of full stop, same repeating. What are the validators? Question mark, exclamation mark. Okay, so then closing it off, now changing it one by one, which is question mark and which is exclamation mark. If this is going to happen, then I'm going to do the rest of the work. Now if it is not going to happen, then what is the problem? We will write it as an invalid input. We will not go forward with the program. We will come out from the program. So the else part I'm going to write is system.out.println as invalid input. Okay, and then system.exit as 0, close it, close the main. So else part I have finished it out. Now come to the part if it is valid sentence. Now if it is a valid sentence, the first foremost thing is that we need to take out each and every word. Now to do the word checking, we do the same space checking added up into a sum sentence. I am trying to use string tokenizer to do it in some other way. So not the usual way we have done already. So string tokenizer, okay, taking the string tokenizer s and t, an object of it, new, same way, string tokenizer. In the bracket, I will write the sentence variable where I have stored the sentence and the delimiters by which the words are separated. Here the words are separated by space or full stop or question mark, or it can be exclamation mark. So all these things I will write it once and I will leave it like that. Now this st tokenizer will have each and every word which I need to send in an array. So I will write a while loop. I will write while st dot has, where h is small letter, more elements, sorry. Okay, if it st has more elements, I'm just going to do token C++, means my index variable which will start from C in the array, equal to st dot next token. So whatever the token, one by one it will pick up every word. It will just going to pass all of them inside the token array. You can give the array name as ARR. There will no problem. I just given the array name as token as C++. Now I have to count that how many words are there also which starts on it with vowel. So I'm taking a variable count and pointing it as a 0 over here, okay, initially. Now once I get everything in the token array, now I'm going to deal with that array only. So I'm taking a separate variable for running the array index j as 0, then j less than c because starting from 0 with j plus plus, and then picking up the first character as char f equal to inside that token which is through the j as char at 0, because whatever the token is storing, that's a string, and char l, same procedure, token is in the j with the char at from that token length minus 1. So token is always denoted by j dot length. This is the string one. So the value that is stored inside that array, that is a string, that is why it is length, not the array length, okay, minus 1, holding it off, okay. Now wait, I have to check all the first letters has to be any vowel, and it is mentioned in capital, so I'm going to check only with capital, and also I need to check with the first letter and the last letter. So the first letter will come inside of this, and then it need to be matched with the last letters also. So fill up that with f equal to within the form of capital A, and the same thing we can do a copy paste. So F A E I O U. Now changing it back again with F equal to E, then back again I, then back again O, and then last one is U. Similarly, this one we're going to be L equal to single quotation A. So I can same copy paste the part for the last word. It has to be A E I O U, changing the form, changing the characters as A E I, back again O, and back again as U. If it is valid, then these token will have the word that are started with a vowel and ending with a vowel. So as I said, I have taken X and X1. Suppose X is going to store the words which are having first letter and end letter vowel, and X1 which are not. So here, if it is ending and starting with vowel, I am passing them in X. So I'm going to write X equal to X plus. I'm going to give a space because words are generally ends with a space, and then I'm going to write token J. Okay. Else, if it is not validating, I'm currently storing them in a separate variable. So I'm going to write x1 equal to double quotation with a space. Here I need to give a plus sign as token J. Okay. Now I'm going to close it. I need to give it back again in the resultant form. So X first, the all the words that are starting and ending with vowel, then whatever is X1 is coming, and then I'm writing system.out.println the result, which is in X. Now I also need to count which are the variables I have starting and ending with vowels. So I'm going to give a count plus over here, which is going to count how many variables I'm going to have, and at the end, as mentioned in the question, uh, number of words beginning and ending with a vowel equal to 2. I'm just going to write in the same way, system.out.println number of words begin and ends with a vowel equal to double quotation with the variable count. Okay, so that's it. Mistake. Now I need to close my main and this class. So let's check for the compile part. What are the parts I am getting over here? Okay. Okay, I have missed out a space section. So it will be a space section over here. And no syntax error. Oh wow. But let's see, as in the output, what are the things I can get. So that's the previous one of the Smith number. Let me clear out the screen. Let me back again, off it, run and back again. So the sentence over here is Anamika and Susan are never going to quarrel anymore. So let's start with that only. I'm making it capital. Anamika and Susan are never going to quarrel. Sorry. Again, or quarrel anymore. Sorry. Anymore. Full stop. Okay. So let's see. Number of words begin and ends with a vowel 3. Anamika are anymore is coming first. Then and Susan never going to quarrel. So up till this it's coming correct. What I'm assuming is that it can have a space at the front. So I can just use the function trim just to trail out. Sorry, if in case it has any extra space at the end. Okay, so let me just write something which can be an invalid sentence. Suppose how are you, as an at the rate. It's invalid sentence, it is coming out. Or any random sentence to be start with, suppose welcome, any word that can be start and okay, then we can have Anna and imi. Okay, anan imi, and let's start with question. So Anna and enemy coming first, Velkana and second. So successfully we have completed this program. Here everything is coming properly. So let's close it off. Sentence over here. Trim is to trail the extra spaces. Okay, and C is the number of words stored in the index as same of it, means whatever the number of words are there, that many index I'm having. And while st has more elements, this is another function that we are using over here, which is a new function which will check if there are more tokens are present. They were going to pass it as continuously with the next token, and only these through 2 lines or 3 lines we can see in a single-handedly nicely we can just skip some sentences and can pass and chop it off the whole sentence as per the delimiters by words separating them. What are the delimiters? Space over here, all the delimiters I'm writing it once inside the bracket C, and because of that I'm just using the util function, nothing anything else. So there will be another home task for you student, which will be related to the sentence program only. You can try that with a method, without a method, but concept and the logic need to be very clear for you so that you can solve it. This program, this sentence program, I will send you the question image. Okay, algorithm, variable list, everything will be there in the project along with the code. If you want, I can send you the code notepad to you, but the code will be there, algorithm will be there, variable list, question need to be there. This will going to be included in your project, and also along with that whatever the string based practical based type of program I will give it to you as a homework, that is also need to be added in the project. So 3 theory of recursion, 3 theory of string, 2 of the number based program Smith, and 2 of the sentence based program. So already 10 program we are in the verge of finishing for our class 12 project. Stay well in this pandemic situation. Keep washing your hands. Study little bit every day as per the routine given by the school. For your queries, please get back to us. Boys, take care of yourself. Take care of your parents. Do not go out. Study hard. Stay well. Thank you very much.